I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Hey guys, how you going? Today we're going to be reviewing the modular light panels from Nanoleaf. I have the 9-piece smarter kit, which I'll be showing you today. I've also filmed the installation process, and I'll give you a couple tips when you do it because I did run into a couple little errors that's on my part. I feel like this could be a common issue. There are many different packs that you can buy. I will leave the website linked below. You can also buy these off of different retailers like JB, Harvey Norman. I see them just about everywhere. They sell for roughly 200 US or 250 Australian. That is for the smarter kit, which does come with the rhythm function, which I'll talk about a little bit later. These lights have over 16.7 million light colors to pick from. Like, there's so many different colors, and honestly I thought it was a little bit of a gimmick at first. I was like, surely not, but no, there are so many color options for these lights. It is insane, and they are very, very bright. Yeah, you'll only ever probably have them at about half because they can blind you with how bright they are. These lights are fully functional using your voice commands, so you can use these via Siri, like, hey Siri, turn off my lights. I wonder if she'll actually do it. Siri doesn't always respond to me. Hey Siri, turn off my lights.
Done.
See? Hey Siri, turn on my lights.
Okay.
Okay, she decided to work with me today. But as you can see, she can turn off and on your lights via voice command of Siri. It's pretty freaking cool. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you just tell Siri to turn your lights on, it is like insta daytime. There is also the Nanoleaf app that you can use, which I find myself using the most. I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere what the app looks like, but I'll show you in more detail later what the app can do. There's a rhythm function. So a rhythm is a little piece that you put in the top, and it will basically, your lights will pulse to the music. You can change all the settings within the app. It's pretty freaking cool. The only thing to keep in mind that if you do talk, it's going to pick up your voice as well. This is something my friend and I didn't realize. We're like, why is it not going exactly to the beat? It's because we were singing with it. So it like will go with your voice or it will go with the music. It's pretty cool also. When you're doing a little bit of a workout and you have it to your music, it's actually quite, I don't know, it's quite fun. You can also purchase a remote, which looks a little something like this. So this is the remote. It looks very different. It honestly reminds me of one of the little light emblems you get in Destiny, if anyone's a Destiny player. Pretty cool. So when you turn this, it will turn your lights. I don't have it set up at the moment, but this is another option that you will have to buy separately. Like, it looks really cool just sitting on your desk. It will turn off, like, once it's been sat there for a while, it will turn off because it's battery operated. But when you pick it up, it will like change colors. So that is another option if you don't want to use the app or voice control. I did film the installation process, which I will pop up on screen for you now as I explain it. So when you open your box, it will look a little bit something like this. So it will come with the light panels, and with the light panels comes these little tracing sheets, I would like to call it. It's really thin, and you might just think these are to protect the lights, which I'm sure they are. Do not chuck it away. You want to grab all these little white pieces, which you will see the demonstration on the wall now. You can put these on the wall to figure out what design you want. There are so many designs you can do with these lights, and I would 150% recommend using this tracing paper to put on the wall and figure out what design you want first. We tried installing my friend Sonia's, and we didn't use the tracing paper, and as we, like, once these are stuck on the wall, like, they are stuck on the wall, it is very sticky. And anyway, we had it off-centered. So 100% would recommend doing it the way I'm going to show you in the demonstration, just so you don't run into any mistakes. I put up all the tracing panels on the wall, figured out what design I want. You can go onto the website, otherwise it does come on a manual to show you all the different designs that you can make with these. You do have the option to buy more in future and make like an even bigger design, but this is just a 9-piece starter kit. You can make some pretty cool designs for this. I personally wanted it in the background for when I stream. It really changes the color of my rooms. I painted my room very gray, and I find it just looks a little dull when filming, and the Nanoleaf just completely changes the color of the room. It's really, really good for streaming. But in the background, I have it about halfway, so it's a little bit dull. That way it's not too bright on the camera. So I put up the tracing panels on the wall, and then once I was happy with where they sat, the first thing you need to do is grab the first panel, and you'll come with the little chips, slide the chip in. And this is something to really keep in mind that I run into an issue here, is once you put the tabs on and stuck it on the wall, and make sure you get it right because these are very, very sticky. So once you get the first one stuck on and you go for the second one, it can be a little bit tricky trying to slide it in without it getting stuck on the wall. Really make sure, like, tilt from an angle to make sure that the chip is sliding into the socket when you put in the second one, because an issue I ran into when we're doing Sonia's, and also towards the end I make the same mistake on my own, is it can slide under, not into the socket, and therefore your light panel is now stuck on the wall and it's not properly slid into the hole. So you'll see on the light panels where the chip goes is where you have to slide it into the other one. Just really, really take your time and make sure that it is clicking in, not sliding underneath, because then when you go to light up your light panels, it's not going to light up properly. It was like the very last one because I was like, oh, I don't need to check it. I just like shoved it in, and yeah, I slid it under, not in correctly. You can see with the sticky tabs they give you, it does leave a little bit in the corner that sticks out, so you can easily remove it. If you don't like the look of the tabs sticking out, you can just go buy double-sided tape from Coles or any of your supermarkets, which is like more of a clean look. We did this for Sonia's. Otherwise, the tabs that they give you are very easy to remove. Also, it is very good to wipe down your wall or wherever you're wanting to stick the Nanoleaf before you actually stick it down. This is something I forgot to do. It does come with instructions, guys. It's pretty like self-explanatory, but just in case. So the bottom piece with the cord is obviously the power supply. So this is what you'll use to power up the Nanoleaf. And then up the top, you'll see another little panel, and this is a rhythm feature. This is what's going to, in the app, pulse like the lights to any music and or your voice. I got a little bit confused when I opened it thinking like, are they both like a power supply? But no, the top one is for the rhythm feature and the bottom is to obviously give power to your lights. So these lights are so bright, they literally can change the whole look of your room in like a couple seconds. It's insane. But besides the point, you would have seen these a lot in people's streams or YouTubers. They have them in the background. It's quite nice for filming. But even if you're just watching a movie when you want a little bit of light, but not like your actual light on, I find these really handy just to have a nice hue in the background. Quite sets the mood. But another good thing for you ladies out there, or lads, the white section on this, like the white light, is so good for doing your makeup. It's almost like the makeup mirrors. I do my makeup in this mirror and it's obviously from the side of me, which isn't as ideal, but if you sat in front with a mirror, which I've tried, it is insane. Like, it is really good if you're doing your makeup. So if you've got poor lighting in your room and you're unable to do your makeup, Nanoleaf, it's got you. I'll just give you a quick little demo of the app.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything.
Don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm just gonna talk. There you go, you can see it work. So that is just about everything you need to know about these lights. I will leave the website link below if you want to have a look on their website, because they also have square panels. Like, I personally just like the original panel. You can make some really cool shapes with it. Personally, my like thoughts and review on it is they're awesome. Like, I would 100% recommend if you want something to spice up the room, change the lighting. Like, they're bright enough to, like, if you put this in a big room, they are bright enough to change the whole color of the room. So I think it's really good value for money at the end of the day for what you get. They're really easy to use and really easy to set up, so don't be worried. They do look a little bit fancy, but they're really, really simple to set up. It is just sticking them on the wall and pretty much plugging it in. You do also have the option in future to buy more panels. So we got the starter kit. They do, obviously you can just buy panels on their own, and then you can make huge designs, which I'll pop up a couple on screen now so you can see. People can make some really cool designs. I've seen little whales in kids' rooms to like I think it was like Logan Paul or something, covered his whole wall in them. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do decide to buy some, I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. If you have any questions that I haven't covered in the video, just comment them below. I will do my best to reply back to all of you. I hope I covered everything that I needed to. And yeah, I think that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!